TurtleGang Beyond Blog Talk Radio. Got our host, Baba Newman Goon.
Peace and blessings, family. What's going on?
The author of The God Genes Decoded, books 1, 2, and the third installment is coming very shortly. Right now, we're waiting for Stacey Murray to come into the studio. She had to go get
divine wine.
Yeah, she had to go get some divine spirits for us. In the immortal words of Bobby Hemmett, had to get our Bobby Hemmett juice and
talk about some currently non-current events and concurrent events, cross-current events. People getting slapped by earthquakes, and we should talk about harp.
Yes.
I had a song called Harp Did It. Harp did it. There's like this tribe out there, let's call them the Black Conscious tribe, where they believe that every single major event that happened on the planet, there was some Caucasian dude that caused it. Yeah. Harp did it. You woke up in the morning, there was an earthquake, Harp did it. If the queen confessed to a crime, Harp did it.
Mother Nature couldn't have anything to do with it.
Mother Nature cannot have anything to do with what's going on, because Mother Nature is real, see? The power of the Caucasian man is real.
Yeah.
He's the supreme being. He made the harp, and he's pulling the strings.
That's right.
And we're all gonna die. Melanin can't save us from harp. Black power can't save us from harp.
No, can't no identification card save us from harp.
Fighting for your nationality can't save you from harp.
Wow.
After the planet has been destroyed, one of those people are going to say, "See, I told you so, you should have listened." Then when we're all dead, we'll be agreed as to what killed us, because we was going to die anyway. So why the hell should I believe that Harp did it?
So this whole earthquake thing going on. Tsunami, earthquake.
Earthquake, then tsunami, the plate shifted.
Yeah,
It's like biscuit crackers under the ocean. Causing tidal waves on islands that have earthquakes. It's like this, right? When they say Harp did it, this is a place that has earthquakes almost every single day. We can definitely state that Japan has pretty strong earthquakes every single week. It's a weekly occurrence that Japan gets like a 5 or 6 small tremor quake. The difference with this one is its size and the plate pushing up and throwing a water wave towards Japan, because most of the damage was actually caused by the tsunami. And the reason why that is that it would be very foolish to be on an island that has earthquakes every single week and not make your infrastructure earthquake proof. So their infrastructure is pretty earthquake proof, but not tsunami proof. It's almost impossible to make your civilization tsunami proof. I don't think that Harp did it. I don't think that Harp is causing volcanoes to blow their top, tsunamis, earthquakes. I have looked into Harp. I do think it's a valid technology that exists. It's just that I'm not firmly settled on it, just simply because we live in a time of propaganda. Harp hasn't been validated to me except what I see on the internet. Some footage that purported to be out of the official news media. People will use it as validation when we know that the official news media is owned, operated, ran, and get its directive from the same people that orchestrate COINTELPRO and all this type of stuff. So we're really living in a time where it's hard to believe what you hear.
Yeah, definitely.
It's hard to come to any type of clarity as to life right now. Like, most people don't believe that the planet is alive and has, a very complex mind, different regions that are alive, like different deities. People don't believe that you can speak to the moon, or you can speak to the sun, or you can speak to Mother Earth. So this would corral a person's perspective into looking at man as the force and the reason behind every single thing. And that is deity in your mind being replaced with human beings. And then you start to validate the power of those human beings, which means you have no recourse for justice.
Is that ignorance or arrogance?
It's both ignorance and arrogance, in the sense that part of the reason why people buy into that worldview is their own ego, their own limited, undereducated, fractured, hurt, and confused ego. To address these problems, and these people don't realize that they are validating and legitimizing the Western worldview. I also saw this as the purpose for there being such an intense proliferation of information about the so-called Illuminati. When you get into what they call conspiracy theories, and it's not that these theories aren't valid, but they really come with there's nothing you can do. We run everything, we own everything, and the only thing that you can do is be a victim or benefactor. People might state that they don't believe that, but when you listen to what they are saying and the perspective that they are coming from, pretty much crediting all the calamities that we are experiencing on the planet right now, there's no deity or deities involved. It's not structural and dynamic as well. The Earth and the planets are moving in a certain way, and then there are like stress points in this solar system conglomerate matrix infrastructure where the planet is going to have some shifts. Like we feel those stress points 4 times a year on the solstices and equinoxes, because we're on an elliptical orbit, which requires like a slight turn in the precession around the sun. And at the size of a planet and the speed, when you make that turn, there's going to be stress. Now we are at a turn in terms of the precessional zodiac. So if HARP is doing every single thing, then it just renders null and void what has been recorded through the ages.
Yeah.
Whenever we're moving from one age to the next, there's always been recorded things like earthquakes and volcanoes and stronger tornadoes and hurricanes. There's been climactic changes.
So you're saying these events have happened on the planet